Principles of Success, 1 to 3. Welcome to Rethink Your Perspectives blog. This blog is dedicated to finding, sharing and discussing a variety of topics around the struggles our clients and audience go through. Each episode, we will discuss a key concept that many humans struggle with and give you a variety of perspectives for you to see the concept through so you can find one that makes it feel easier to deal with. We hope you get some benefit from these blog posts and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't hesitate to like, share and comment at the links. In the best-selling book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill explores recurring themes and principles that he noticed across all the hundreds of people he interviewed. Today I want to start exploring the 13 principles of success in more detail, starting with the first 3: desire, faith versus fear, and autosuggestion. Once understood, you'll be able to use these principles to guide you to your own success, push through your limiting beliefs, and start living the life you want to live. So let's go take a look. To see the playlist for all of these principles, please visit the link in the description or on the blog, on my YouTube channel. So Principles of Success 1 to 3. Number 1, desire. A want is something that you really desire. It's something you want to have, to be, or to do that you believe will enhance your life. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or believes. A want is individual to you, and no one else's opinion should or can impact it, unless you let it. How many of us let a dream or a want pass us by because we think or are told that it would cause too much trouble for someone else? My nan told me at 18 years old that I should reconsider going to university and get a job to help my mum pay the bills instead. It was said out of kindness, I'm sure, but many of us would hear that and drop our own ideas to support someone else. I didn't. I went to uni, and both mum and nan were very supportive of my decision. Didn't stop me feeling guilty for a while though. What I'm getting at with this is quite simple. You are living your life. You're the hero in your story, and you decide where your life will go. You have every right to want what you want and to go after it in any way you see fit. But what's the difference between merely wanting something and having a burning desire for something? A desire or want is a feeling of wanting or wishing for something, while a burning desire is a strong, intense feeling of wanting or wishing for something. The phrase burning desire implies a level of passion and urgency that is greater than a simple desire. It's when you feel like you will burst or implode if you don't get the thing that you want. A want is merely an idea, held in the conscious mind, whereas a burning desire is a deep felt thing. It's resident in both your conscious and subconscious mind and pulls at every single part of you. How do I turn my want into a burning desire? It's actually quite simple. You decide on what it is that you want, and then you get emotionally involved with it. Use your imagination to see yourself in possession of the thing that you want, or being the person you want to be, or doing the things you want to do. Send your emotional mind to that image and allow yourself to feel like you will feel when you become that person. Let the emotions that come up fill your entire body and really feel them. Attach those emotions to the images and recall the images often. The more you focus on that image and the emotions it carries, the more involved with it your whole body becomes. The more of your body that's involved, the more the want becomes a burning desire. Feel it with every fibre of your being. Why should I bother? The stronger your desire, the more motivated you will be to work towards it. The more you work towards, the more you align everything you do with reaching your desire, the quicker you will reach it. Energy attracts like energy, so the more you focus on something with every fibre of your being and take action towards it, the quicker the thing is attracted to you. So if you decide you really want something, turn it into a burning desire and it can't help but happen. Just because you can't have something or think that you can't have, be or do something doesn't mean you can't want it. The mere thought of wanting it means that you can have it. It just might be out of reach for the moment. If you think it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I can show you how to do this. Get in touch if you want to know how, but for now, let's move on to the next principle of success. Number 2, faith versus fear. Fear and its causes can be eliminated from our lives by choosing understanding. Once you understand what causes your fear, you can take control over your life and eliminate all doubt and worry. You can choose faith, belief, instead of fear. As Bob Proctor said, the moment your belief matches with any state, you fuse with it, and this new state of conscious awareness becomes your home from which you view the world. No matter what our beliefs are, we all believe in something. Bob Proctor said that we then fuse with that belief and it becomes part of the fabric of who we are. The following extract is taken from an interview with Bob Proctor where he was discussing fear and how to overcome it. How do you eliminate fear from your life? Bob said, I was reminded this morning of a question I'm often asked. How do you eliminate fear from your life? And I don't think you ever do. I think you become courageous. You see, courageous people are not people without fear. Courageous people are people that face the things they fear. There's no courage without fear. Whenever you go to do something that you've never done before, fear is going to step in. Now, some people are afraid of flying. People are afraid of different things. That can make them very, very uncomfortable. If they don't get over that fear, well, a fear of flying. I, Bob, was afraid of flying. One day, I was flying somewhere and I wasn't very comfortable. I was sitting on the plane. There was a guy sitting beside me. He was very laid back, reading, one leg up over the other, reading his newspaper, and we hit some rough weather. I'm going to tell you, it got turbulent. That plane was bouncing all over the place. This guy's there, holding his paper. He never skipped a breath. I was gripping onto the seats, and he just kept reading. When the flight finally smoothed out, I looked over at him, and I hadn't even spoken to him up until that point, and I said, "Pardon me, how come you weren't scared back there?" He smiled and he said, "Well, I fly these things. In fact, I train people to fly these things." I said, I can't understand why this plane doesn't fall right out of the sky. I mean, why it doesn't go straight down." He started to laugh and he said, "You can fly a rock if you've got enough thrust behind it." When he said that, I could see myself throwing a rock and the rock was flying. You never think of a rock flying when you throw it, but the rock was flying. As long as there's thrust, the rock will fly. Then I got to thinking, there's millions of pounds of thrust in these big engines, and you know something? I've never been uncomfortable since. If we're afraid of something, it's because we don't understand it. Fear is caused by ignorance, the unknown, but when you understand it, fear leaves. Go study the principle of flight. See how the air is wrapped around the wings. It's wrapped around the wings. It holds the plane up there. Don't permit fear to control your life. Absolutely refuse to. Someone said, fear knocked on the door, faith opened it, and there was no one there. You see, you eliminate fear through intelligent action. Face the thing you fear, and fear will leave you. I won't permit fear to control my life, not even for 5 minutes. I used to let fear control me all the time, almost all the time. Fear is caused by the unknown. If there's something you're afraid of, go study it, understand it, talk to someone who's a professional in that particular area, but don't let it control your life anymore. Think of the people that are afraid to go into their own business. They're afraid to move to the place they'd really like to go. They're afraid to ask the girl or guy for a date. What do they do when their life is drying up? It's shrinking. We're only here for a short time. Make it a good time. Get rid of the fear. Face it. Choose faith. When you choose to look the thing you fear in the face, it disappears. To look it in the face, you must understand it. Go and study the thing you fear. Look at it from different perspectives, different points of view. Decide that you're no longer going to be fearful of whatever it is. Decide that you will understand it and that you will choose faith instead. Faith in your abilities and understanding. Belief in yourself and your ability to overcome the fear and live free from it. It's a choice. Fear and faith are polar opposites and cannot exist at the same time. You're either living in faith or fear. It's your choice, so choose. You can also choose to keep reading to learn about the third principle of success, or listening in this case. Number 3, autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is a mental technique where someone repeats positive affirmations or suggestions to themselves in order to influence their thoughts and behavior. The goal is to reprogram the subconscious mind and bring about desired changes in beliefs, attitude, and actions. This may sound quite woo-woo, but I assure you that it works. Various research has shown that using autosuggestion has a massive impact on individual success because it is a very simple technique that anyone can do. It is simply giving your subconscious mind a new thought. Your subconscious mind cannot make a decision as to whether a thought is real or made up. It just has to accept it. We spend all day thinking. Why not use this to our advantage? Think about it. We spend all day thinking, telling ourselves what we think about things, daydreaming about how we want to be somewhere else, planning dinner for later in the day, all the what-ifs that come up in any given situation. All this thinking, be it positive or negative, then impacts how we feel. How we feel dictates our actions. There is a link between the conscious thoughts and the subconscious behaviours. This is covered in more detail in a previous blog post. Put simply, we are, we do, and we have what we think about being, doing, or having. You alone choose your thoughts. You can choose to think about the things you don't like that you have now, or you can choose to think about the things you want to have, the person you want to be, the characteristics and personality you want to have. Anything you can imagine yourself being, doing, or having, you can create in the physical world. You can become that person you want to be, to have those personality traits that you want. Autosuggestion can help you reach them. How can autosuggestion help me? People use autosuggestion as a tool for personal development and self-improvement. It can help improve confidence, motivation, and self-esteem, reduce stress and anxiety, and achieve specific goals. Some people use autosuggestion as a form of self-hypnosis to overcome habits, phobias, or negative beliefs. It's also very helpful in also dehypnotizing yourself from false beliefs as well. Autosuggestion can help you by reinforcing positive beliefs and thoughts, thereby improving your self-esteem, confidence, and motivation. It can also be used to overcome negative habits and beliefs and to program your subconscious mind for success and happiness. It is as simple as looking yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and telling yourself the things you want to have. I'm going to give the best presentation of my life today. I'm brave. I am strong. I'll get to the 20th mile on my run today. I am worthy. I can have everything I want. I'm enough. Whatever it is that you want to be, start telling yourself sincerely that you are already that. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between real and imagined. Tell yourself you're clumsy or slow, and your behaviour will come across clumsy and slow. Tell yourself repeatedly that you can stand up and perform your speech with ease and confidence, and that is what will happen. You simply have to tell yourself repeatedly what you want to do, believe it, and it will happen. What do you think? If this article resonates with you and you want to discuss it further, then get in touch today, either here or through any of my social medias, or schedule a call to discuss it with me directly. I look forward to speaking with you. Stay tuned for the next 3 blog posts, which will share the remaining 10 principles of success. To your success, Jaiye. Rethink your perspective. P.S. Have you heard about the upcoming Science of Getting Rich Summit? Might be worth you having a look. We start on the 19th of June 2024. All the links will be below this video. Take care.